Okay people, so entering 2018, I came up with a list of the anime based on many different aspects that are most kind of wanted or most anticipated for the year, not only including my own opinion, but some stuff that maybe I'm not even necessarily on board, just seeing the popular demand and overall at the same time quality somewhere in there as well in the list. But yeah, these are pretty much the 20 anime that I kind of see. These are the ones I'm most hype about, but you know, regardless of this list, there probably will be those one or two that nobody expected to be amazing, came out of nowhere, and they explode, and they're absolutely amazing. But here's the, I believe, 17 that are straight up anime series, and then I think we have 5 that are movies, so technically 22. I lied to you guys. Here we go. By the way, for the most part, this isn't in any particular order, so yeah. SAO 3, aka Sword Art Online 3, I can't pronounce the name to save my life of the new season, but essentially y'all know it's SAO 3. From what I've seen thus far, the art looks okay, it looks cool, whatever. I like SAO for what it is. I definitely understand its flaws, and it's not like, oh my gosh, this is the masterpiece we've been wanting of the year. This is just something that I know a lot of people are definitely excited for, and at the same time it's gonna look nice. So even if the story turns out to be like, you know, a dud midway through, which is what SAO has started to become a little bit infamous for the most part, we'll, you know, get through it and at least enjoy the visuals. But yeah, SAO 3, definitely something that I'm pretty, you know, looking forward to, because it's gonna look nice. Next up, Fairy Tail's final season. Again, another one that I know there's a lot of people that don't like it, but with Fairy Tail, I've always felt as though at the very least with the experience, it's a little bit better, and it comes together better or more nicely, shall I say, when it's in the anime form than in the manga. So I'm a little bit excited about that also, to finally wrap it up. And it's nice that Hiro Mashima finally has one adaptation that completes its run, unlike you know, a little Rave Master there, or just Rave, well, you know what it was initially called in Japan, whatever. Like, it's nice to see that that's gonna happen. And who knows, one of the things I'm holding out for is maybe Hiro Mashima went in there and changed some shit that the fans really hated. Only time will tell. And at the meantime, you know, it's still gonna look kind of pretty, and Hiro Mashima is launching his next work, so for the fans of that, there you go. But still looking forward to finishing off that Fairy Tail anime. Devil's Line, a series I don't know too much about. I picked up a couple of the volumes. I believe they're in English. I'm not sure what volume they're up to as of now, but the art kind of looked a little bit like, I don't know, vampire-ish or something. Again, I have no idea anything about it. I just know that I've been looking at the art for a while and collecting volumes without actually getting a chance to read them, but it looks kind of interesting. So yeah, I decided to throw it on the list, and at the same time, I do think there's quite a bit of a fan base for it. I've seen little whispers of people talking about it here or there, so Devil's Line, I think that's going to be something that, at the very least, it'll be one of those, it'll pop with some people, or it'll be a complete flop and people say it's underrated, something around there. That's just me. Golden Kamuy, if it is a faithful adaptation from what I've heard of the series, I don't really know much about the series either. I know it's a seinen series. The main character kind of looks like Jotaro from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders. Kind of looks a little bit like him, but he looks a little bit different than the other main characters in most stories, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's straight up bringing that 80s look back, and I think that's pretty cool, and I've kind of been excited to check the series out for a while now, so this getting an anime, this is gonna be hype. But it could go the route of like them messing it up or something, because again, it's a seinen, and seinens have been notorious to be, well, a lot of series have been, but seinen in particular have definitely been notorious to be hacked up a la Berserk, you know what I'm saying? Every anime adaptation it gets is a problem with it, so I'm gonna like, ugh, but if they nail it, I think this could be a big one, just because there's a really hardcore following behind it from what I've seen, similar to like the following Hunter x Hunter has, not on the same level, but you know, people that really say it's really good, you know, and shit like that. So I can see if they nail it with the anime, this series is gonna go further. So Golden Kamuy. Shokugeki no Soma Season 4, aka Food War Season 4, or Fourth Plate, or whatever the heck they're gonna call it at this point. They kind of do, you know, what is it, second plate, a third dish, and all that stuff. Like, yeah, the fourth season of Food Wars. I'm not really a big fan, and I've said it many different times. I gave the manga a shot a while back. Maybe someday I'll give the anime a shot, but not the biggest fan in the world of Food Wars, just because it didn't really pique my interest. But there are a huge fan base for it at this point. I think it even got licensed over here in America, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's a pretty big deal. A lot of people do love this series, and if it made it to season 4, you know people are demanding it. But again, it's not really my thing. Next up is the other SAO anime. I know 2 SAO animes on this list. Crucify me, hang me, bro. I'm a terrible scumbag human being, but I believe it's SAO Alternative Gun Gale Online. I love the Gun Gale stuff of SAO too, and you never know if they get some actually decent characters. I can see this being a situation if they decide, hey, let's write something really, really good. They can get some decent characters and completely shit on Kirito, and I can see people saying that, okay, this completely bodies the original. Why couldn't the original be more like this? Like, again, I can see it being some weird situation like that, but it has the SAO name behind it. It doesn't have Kirito in it. Maybe it could have a better story and not have all the BS that SAO has had in the past. So I'm kind of really looking forward, especially if they handle it with the same type of art and animation that SAO is known to have. Yeah, sign me up. Steins Gate Zero. I'm a huge Steins Gate fan. I love anime that deal with time travel. I love stories in general that deal with time travel. Steins Gate did it in a crazy way. Very interesting. I love series like that that kind of, I don't know, makes me get a little bit of a boner, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so smart. Like, hey, like, I felt like that was Steins Gate. So, Steins Gate Zero, I'm not really too familiar with what it's supposed to be about. I think it's an alternate reality or something like that. Either way, I'm looking forward to it because I love me some Steins Gate, and overall that was a really high quality anime despite what some hipsters may say. No, it was dope. Next up, Devilman Crybaby. Now, Devilman Crybaby, if I'm not mistaken, is based off of the manga Devilman, and from what I've heard, that was like a father, so it's like kind of like the grandfather of like shit, because I think Berserk was heavily inspired by the original story. Again, I might be totally off in my memory, but I do think that that was the case, and if something inspired Berserk, arguably one of the greatest manga of all time, I need to see what's up. So this series, it could be a hit or a miss. I haven't heard too much about it. I do think there's a possibility it might have CGI in it. If that's the case, because I do think I heard about that. I don't want CGI, but I'm still going to give it a shot because you inspired Berserk. You got to be something big. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give it a shot. Another series that I'm not really familiar with, and I know it's like 10 series already I've said I'm not familiar with. Like, do I watch anime? Like, Overlord Season 2. That's a Madhouse production that a lot of people have been begging them for a while to do a second season. If I'm not mistaken, I think Overlord is, again, one of those SAO type of shows. I could be off, and I know it could be identical, and some people say they're totally different shows. SAO handles the video games this way, while the other one handles video games that way. They're both about video games. Can you just fucking say that? Like, shut up. Like, okay. Yeah. Legendary series, Fooly Cooly, coming back with 2 seasons. Season 2 and 3, I believe, have been confirmed of Fooly Cooly. I love Fooly Cooly. It's such a relaxing series. Gintama, supposedly the last anime. I know they said it was the last anime the last time, and then they made a joke out of it with the recent commercials about this. This is seemingly the last Gintama anime. I'm really hyped for it. I love Gintama. Admittedly, I haven't seen every single episode of Gintama, but everything that I've seen, everything I know about Gintama, I love it. I respect it. Gintoki is such a great character, especially in the midst of a generation where every hero is a young little up-and-coming whippersnapper. To have some kind of, you know, mid-20s motherfucker that has diabetes and sits around and reads magazines all day, it's refreshing, and I love Gintama, and I respect the living shit out of what it's done. So yeah, definitely Gintama final season. Tokyo Ghoul Re, it goes without saying, I love Tokyo Ghoul. I know everyone and their mother hates season 2. I'm not really the biggest fan of season 2 either. I really don't like it. Season 1, I will argue to death. I love season 1. I know there's people that hate it. I love season 1, but that's a whole different story. We got season 3 this time around. Now, it's called Re, and there's been some discrepancies with what's been posted, because I believe Tokyo Ghoul Re, one of them, either the manga starts off like 3 years after the events of the original Tokyo Ghoul, or 2 years, and then vice versa. So it's a little bit of a discrepancy there. I don't know if that was just like some typo or something happened down there at corporate or whatever, but yeah, it could be a very big deal that, hey, they changed when this happened, and it could change the whole shape of everything. But they do got a new director. But after Rude, that was a real big letdown. Boy, oh boy, I don't know, but I'm still very, very excited. I love and adore Tokyo Ghoul, and I'd be lying if I say I didn't, because at the end of the day, yeah, there's a big mob of haters for the Tokyo Ghoul anime, but I love and adore it. I have so much empathy for the character. Ken Kaneki is one of my favorite anime characters, so that goes without saying that I'm gonna love the anime. Tokyo Ghoul Re, I can't wait. I think it's coming soon too, hopefully, maybe, possibly. Next up, a legendary series returning, very controversial, Code Geass, coming back with I don't know exactly what for a continuation. I don't know if it's a movie, I don't know if it's a special. I doubt it's a special. It's probably either a movie or an anime full-length season. It's supposed to be, you know, continuing on after the events of the original Code Geass, the one that we all love. or some people hated. Critics, gotta love critics, right? They always, whenever you love something and adore it, there they come with their harpoons. Put your harpoons down for 5 seconds. Anyways, I just absolutely love Code Geass, and it's kind of like a mixed bag for me of how I feel about this, because at the end of the day, they are coming back with, you know, a continuation of one of my favorite series, but the way that it ended, the way Code Geass ended was so perfect that it's like, it hurts to see them tamper with that. And then, you know, if they come back with maybe some agenda, imagine they come back and make Code Geass Season 3 a feminism agenda push thing, you know what I mean? Like, I would be devastated. I would absolutely be devastated if they did some shit like that. But either way, Code Geass coming back. Let's hope for the best. Let's hope we get more of that Colin fan service. Let's see that booty. And yeah, let's get some great storytelling. One Punch Man Season 2. Apparently you have been moved from Madhouse to another studio. Still looking forward to it very heavily. Still has a huge following. With one season out of nowhere, you know, it became one of the top anime in the US, up there with Tokyo Ghoul and, you know, even Naruto and shit. Like, in popularity, it just really exploded. So One Punch Man Season 2, I really am hoping the best, and if they keep on par at all with what Season 1 was and continue it on and build on it, then it'll be hype. It'll be really hype. And come on, man, One Punch Man Saitama! Attack on Titan Season 3, y'all know I love me some Shingeki no Kyojin. Can't wait for Season 3. It was already announced, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, it's summer, either spring or summer. I want to say it's summer of 2018 that they said it's returning. We're getting Season 3, and I can't wait. There's not much really to say. If you don't know about Attack on Titan, you know, trying to defeat these monsters and find out there's more to it than meets the eye. These giant monsters at that. Yeah, go look it up. You've been under a rock. But Attack on Titan Season 3, hands down. I can't wait. The little tease that they did. But I will say, I do think people are going to be disappointed to a certain degree, because we're going to embark on some territory that's where the decline in Attack on Titan. Like, just real quickly, to give you an example, Attack on Titan, when it was in the hype arcs that everybody loves and adores, it was, you know, up there with One Piece in sales. Of course, the anime had came out and pushed it, but even after the anime had stopped, it was still going. The minute they jumped into the political arc that we're about to embark on in Season 3 is when sales kind of went down a bit. And again, you could say the anime's hype wore off, and that is true, but on top of it, I do think it's due to the fact that a lot of people were just so disappointed with it going political. So there's that discussion there. My Hero Academia Season 3, oh my gosh, I wish I could tell you everything that's about to happen. I wish we could discuss it in person, me and you right now, the person watching this video. I want to talk to you about it, but it's gonna be so freaking amazing. I can't wait to just see the return of these characters. It feels as though this is such a new day and age. My Hero Academia, especially again returning with another season, and the popularity of it so quickly, is like, it's really the modern day Naruto. It really is. It's the new age of shonen, and I'm so happy that it's continuing on with another season, and I think this is going to be a big season, people. And lastly, for the complete series, or the seasons, you know, the anime TV series that I have on the list, Seven Deadly Sins Season 2, I've been waiting like a month over that. That's not necessarily the most anticipated, I guess, in a way, because there's a lot of other stuff that I'm really excited for, but Seven Deadly Sins, I've just become such a huge fanboy of it since I, you know, caught up with the anime and the manga and everything. Like, I just love and adore it, and I can't wait to see the sins return on screen and finally find the final of the Seven Deadly Sins and just advance this story. I can't wait. Seven Deadly Sins. And just some quick honorable mentions. ReZero, I believe they're doing some sort of special. I'm really excited for that. I don't know what it's about, but I loved ReZero, so hopefully this little special is good. My Hero Academia is having a film. I'm excited for it. I, again, don't really know much, although they did say it's going to be about somebody's backstory, so I'm looking forward to this film and My Hero Academia. Maybe it might lead into, and it might actually be canon, who knows. Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Feel, I believe there's 2 movies coming out this year, if I'm not mistaken, unless they batch the other one later. Movies 2 and 3. I haven't even seen 1 yet, but I know once I see 1, I'm going to want to see 2, and oh boy, I'm in for it. This studio is one of the best studios in anime history, period. I can't wait. Seven Deadly Sins has a movie coming out. I'm not expecting too much from this one, to be honest with you, because it's a shonen movie. It might be alright, but I'm not expecting too much, but I'm still excited because it's Seven Deadly Sins, baby. I love it. And lastly, probably the most exciting thing for me, just on a nostalgia level, and how much I love and adore and worship up the series Yu Yu Hakusho Special 2018. Kind of curious what you guys think. Do you agree with my list of the 20 most hype or anticipated anime for 2018? Did you have any, different ideas of different series? Tell me your list in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Bow. Have an awesome day.